it's your girl Annie K, and I'm back with another video. And today's video will be about me dropping my gems on how to prepare your brain to become a wife while manifesting your husband. If it's a topic you guys are interested in, stick around. You're not going to want to miss this. And if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're coming back, thank you for supporting me as always. I love you guys, and stick around. I'm telling you guys, when you do that, that's step number one. I promise you, you will notice the difference when you eliminate toxic relationships, whether that's friends, whether that's past relationships, whether that's situationships. Eliminate it. If it's not benefiting you and it's not making you happy, eliminate it. You will feel so much better. I promise. And I'm talking from experience, not something I think, something I know. And this is the reason why this is key point number one for me. Because to me, toxic relationships, they're better known as soul ties. And some of you might be familiar with that, some of you may not be. Soul ties are major blockages and or distractions to your blessings. And it can hold up the process of your future husband finding you. Like, if you're still out here entertaining John from 3 years ago that you dated, how do you expect your husband to find you and you're still entertaining John from 3 years ago? Let me tell you something. If you guys break up and y'all part ways, an ex is an ex for a reason. Do not go back to it. And I know everybody's situation is different. Sometimes when relationships can be wrong timing, and I'm not talking about that because it could be a wrong time. Y'all could have been started off when y'all was younger and it just wasn't the right time because you guys don't know each other. You don't know yourself, rather. Not each other, but yourself. Sometimes you have to let go for things to come back. I'm not talking about those type of relationships. I'm talking about the ones that just dead ass didn't work. Don't go back to that. Because if you go back to it and you step back off into that, after you already know that's not the move for you, it will never be the same. Key point number one. It'll never be the same. You'll still be thinking about what that person done to you. That person will still be thinking about what you may have done to them. Not gonna work. What's the point of being in a relationship you can't trust who you with? I'm big on it. number 2. Learn how to submit. Now, with me saying that, let me explain what I mean. I'm talking about when it's earned, not when it's expected. I'm going to go into that. For me, these days, submission has to be earned. Not just given, because not every man is deserving of your submissiveness. You know, if it's just given freely, in my opinion, that could be a major recipe for being taken advantage of. That's how I see it. You want to always remember and keep in your brain, drilling your brain. The goal is to be submissive to the one God has created especially for you. Not Tom, Pete, and Harry. Because if you just freely give away your submission, like, not going to go right now, 10 out of 10. And it's just me. You know, I'm just, this is a no for me. Okay? When you earn something, then that's when I be submissive. I'm completely submissive. But it has to be for the right person. It has to be for the right man. It's not going to be for any man. It's not going to be for entertainment. It's just not. It don't work like that. Point number 3, moving on. Practice major self-love. This one, ladies, we must learn to master. We got to learn how to master that, queens. You know, it's like, for when one doesn't properly love thyself, how can you expect a man to? Think about that for a second. I'm going to repeat that again. If one doesn't properly love thyself, how can you expect a man to? Men pick up on low self-esteem quickly. They can sense it. As slow as we might think men are, there's some stuff they pick up on, like we do. Let you think on that one. And when you display low self-esteem, when your energy display low self-esteem, that outcome will only bring down your spirit and your vibrations, aka energy. Keynote, just a side note, I wrote down, let your energy demand respect, peace, and love. I'm going to say that again. Let your energy demand respect, peace, and love. When your energy demands that, a man gonna already know how to come to you. And if he counterfeit, he gonna walk away. Because that's not gonna be an easy task for him. I'm gonna say that. You're not gonna be an easy target for him to manipulate or be a narcissist. Number 4. Do not settle for a piece of a man out of desperation and loneliness. Let me explain. A man that really loves you will have no problem showing you how much he loves you and how much he only wants to be with you. He will come to the understanding that quality always rules over quantity. And it won't take him 8 years to figure it out either. It's not. And I know a lot of times us as women, we get hung up on time. We get hung up on history. We get hung up on knowing somebody. But let me tell you something. Somebody can step into your life right now and y'all be good. 6 months from now, you get married. Versus you being with Harry over here for 9 years and he ain't did nothing to step up the commitment, to show you that he want to be with you, to put a ring on it. Man really love you, he gonna put a ring on it. You ain't gonna be no girlfriend for 10 years. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I've seen it. I've seen people. I've witnessed people get married. And it didn't take them years to get married. Or if it did take years, maybe 2, tops. And they was already married. So, You still fooling around with John from 12 years ago? I mean, and that's what you want to deal with, that's fine. It's just me personally, it don't take nobody that long to know if I'm for you. And that's just me. It's just me. Now to key point number 5. Think like a wife and not a girlfriend. Explain to you what I mean by that. It's kind of self-explanatory, but I'm going to go into detail why I say that. Why that is my key point number 5. If you continuously think and act as a girlfriend or on a girlfriend level, that is exactly what you would stay until you start to think bigger. You think of yourself as a wife. You manifest yourself as being a wife, not a girlfriend. It's going to come to you. And another thing, like I said, us as women, we get caught up on time. Well, I'm manifesting. I'm doing everything, Annie. I'm doing everything you told me to do. Where's my husband? Why is it taking so long? Let me tell you something. You can't compare your life to someone else's life. God's timing is completely different from ours. So while you looking at Susie being married to John over here, you don't know what their marriage is like. You don't know what their relationship is like. John could be over here having different girlfriends every day of the week. And Susie's settling for it because she feel like won't nothing better come in her life. But you don't know that because you're on the outside looking in. And they look so happy on social media. That's another thing. Social media, do not let these people fool you. Everybody that you see smiling is not happy. I'm here to tell you that right now. Everybody's not happy. Everybody that you see smiling is not happy, rather. Some people are. Some people are now. I'm not going to say everybody. But some people that you see that's social media famous be some of the most miserable people in their personal lives. They just don't let Facebook see it. They just don't let Twitter see it. Just don't let Instagram see it. Think about that. Don't base your life on somebody else. You can't do that. Is a big no-no. Okay? That was my 5 key points of how to mentally prepare. Moving on, I'm finna tell you guys my suggestions on how to properly manifest your husband. To me, I think these are pretty good. You know, if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything regarding to what I'm saying throughout the course of my video, anything that you want to express, drop it down in the comment section below. I love to read you guys' comments. It really keeps me going. So let me get this show on the road here, because I really don't want this video to be too long, guys. I know you guys are busy. Y'all have things y'all have to do, take care of. But this is how I properly manifest my husband. Step number 1. Prepare your living quarters for a husband. Let me explain to you what I mean by it. Clean out any clutter in your home. Make space for your future husband to find you. Again, I'm going to say that. Clean out any clutter in your home. Make space for your future husband to find you. Why I say that is you can't keep, ladies, you can't keep a nasty house and long for a husband. It's like putting peanut butter with cookie dough. I don't think that's a good combination. Some people might. I don't know. Or better yet, mayo with pickles. Like a dill pickle. Dip it in mayo. Yeah, don't go together, do it. Okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty nasty. Ugh, I don't even know why I made that ready. Point number 2, moving on. Build your own empire. Let me explain to you what I mean by that. Oftentimes, I see too many women, I'm sorry guys, too many women making way too many demands from a man when they themselves can't even afford half of the things that they are requiring from the man. You always want to bring your own table to a marriage as well, to show your husband that you can be his helpmeet and have his back just as much as he has yours. It's always best to have two incomes instead of one anyway for financial prosperity in the relationship or the future marriage. And I'm going to tell you why I feel like that is important besides what I wrote down, because you can't require so much from a man, but if he falls short, if something happens, what are y'all gonna have to look forward to? You know, you always want to have your end to help out. I just feel like I believe in being your husband's helpmeet. I don't believe in my husband doing everything by himself. I don't, because anything can happen. And if I don't have anything to secure us and something happens to him, the whole family's through. And that's enough for me. So, to each their own, but I know for me, as for me and my husband, he's not going to be doing everything by himself. I'm going to be his helpmeet. I'm going to be taking care of the household. I'm going to be super mom. Like, I don't want him to go provide and come home and have to wear my hats as a wife. Nah, that's not a good recipe for a long marriage. I'm telling you now. Moving on. Remember, you can always accomplish more with both partners on the same wavelength, mentally, spiritually, and financially. And I'm going to leave y'all with that. For step number 3. Speak positive affirmations over anything you do and over your future marriage or your current relationship. Every morning, night, afternoon, whichever time of the day works best for you, try looking yourself in the mirror and declaring positive affirmations over your day, your mental health, your financial status, your future partner, and their mental health, finances as well. It cleanses out all of the negativity that was illy spoken over your lives. And I'm going to elaborate on what I meant when I wrote that down, because you have to be careful of people. People can literally want what you have without you even having to flaunt it in their face. It's just the simple fact that you have it and they don't. And words are powerful. And people speak illy all the time. Whether they're aware of it or whether they're not. You know, I just love to do that every day anyway, because I know I have people that don't like me. And I'm okay with it. Like, that's been my whole life. I've been okay with some people not liking me. I've been got over it. So to protect my daily energy, to protect my future husband's energy, our finances, our mental health, you have to pray or speak positive affirmations over them, over you and your partner. Number 4, learn how to cook if you don't. If you don't know anything else, please learn how to cook, ladies. Because if I don't know anything else, I know men love to eat. Period. So go ahead, ladies. Go ahead, Google, YouTube them recipes, and surprise that man with them cooking skills. Because once you do, honey, you ain't no coming back. And I don't know if this is just for me or what, but I don't know why men assume that if you're any type of pretty, if you're a woman that looks like something, you automatically can't cook. I don't know where they get that from, because I had a mama that put me in the kitchen early. So, don't know. But last but not least, 5. You want to sit back and wait for God and the universe to come through for you. I'm going to elaborate on that. When you focus too long on what you don't have, like having a partner or being married, it makes way for the devil to send all types of counterfeit men in your path to prolong your process of your husband finding you. And you don't want that. You don't. I promise you don't. Because them counterfeit men, baby, just like what you're praying and asking the universe and God for, Satan hears it too. He's not deaf. So when he sends counterfeit men your way, if you're not vigilant and focused, you're not going to be able to tell counterfeit from the real until you go through trial and error. And trial and error is not always a good thing. Because if you're not careful, sometimes, situations and things that happen to you can harden your heart. And then you have to go through the whole broken phase again, healing phase again. Like, it's just like you're left with the pieces to pick up because you're entertaining or you have entertained a counterfeit man. Don't fall for it, queens. Keep your eyes open. I'm telling you, the counterfeit men, they can only pretend for so long. But when you do what I'm telling you to do, you'll be able to spot them. I promise you that. It may take some time. It may not be right off the bat. But you'll be able to spot them. So that was my last step. And guys, I just really, really, really hope that the things I've stated in this video help you guys and that it really, really inspire you to look at life in a new way. Like, that was my whole purpose for doing this video. I feel like that's something that needs to be spoken on because a lot of single women out here, and sometimes if you allow it to, it can get to you. So don't do it, queens. That's my suggestion to all my single women out there. Don't fall for the foolishness. Persevere. Build your empire. That's the best thing you can do. While you waiting on that man that God has for you, baby, build that empire. And I'm telling you, love comes when you're not expecting it to. So when you manifest and you prepare your mind first, then you manifest. Let it go. Let it go. And I promise you, God and the universe gonna come through for you. It's only right. It's only right. Okay? So if you don't take anything else from what I said today, ladies, remain focused. You can do it. In the process of your husband coming, get to know you. Love you. The more love you show yourself, it's nothing for that man to come through and love you because your energy is going to demand it. I promise. So I hope it helped. Again, if you're new to my channel, I appreciate you for sticking it out this long. Thank you. I love you guys. And to my subscriber, I love you guys. Keep supporting me, guys. I appreciate all the love that you guys are showing me. If you got any comments, drop them down. I read them all and I reply to them all. And I will be back with another video. And you guys, y'all have a blessed day.